It's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? So we're gonna run a little experiment today on this video. As a lot of you know, I did 100% max out this guy to rainbow status a few days ago, and he does have the Kaioken mechanic, which is gonna greatly increase attack for every time he supers. So let's see how high his attack power will actually go. And my guy is at level 9 additional attack and level 17 criticals. I went with more focus on criticals just to maximize the output a little bit. So this is like the third attack. So you can see that the damage potential is about 381,000. And over the course of the video, you will see that the difference in potential damage that come about from continuously performing super attacks with this guy. I am going to go ahead and say that this is unrealistic because we are purposely prolonging the battle to get his power creep mechanism as high as possible. So this isn't realistic setting based on the data I inputted. Probably supered about 58 times total throughout this battle. So like I said, unrealistic, but it's a fun little experiment to run regardless. And it's really nice to be able to see the potential output before he super attacks. You'll be able to see like the ridiculous amount of attack power that he has. So this is 901,478 potential wise. This is the 10th attack or 10th super attack with this guy. So like I said, we're just going to continue to perform super attacks with the Future Gohan unit and see how high it'll actually go. And obviously with Zamasu, he does have the ability to recover HP, and plus, having 99 million in HP, it's going to take a substantial amount of time for this guy to be able to KO Zamasu. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I didn't do that for this video, mainly because it would take forever. And number two, this Gohan only has extreme damage, so keep that in mind when you're seeing the power levels go up. Like right now you're seeing it at 3,162,000. That is actually the 20th super attack attempted with this guy. And another thing to note is I did pair him up with the Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan throughout the video, but every now and then you will see the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as well. That provides 30%. The physical version provides 35%. So that does make a difference in terms of the fluctuations of the damage output, up and down, as well as the critical hits activating. And also Future Gohan's passive skill is attack and defense increase of I think it was 70% if HP is below 70%. So when those are active, it's going to make a difference also. So just keep that in mind when watching the video, because you will see it fluctuate up and down. So you saw 7.5 million in damage output. That was after the 27th super attack. So yeah, this guy, I mean, you're looking at 2.2 million before he even collects enough ki to get a super, and he's already looking at 3 million. So after enough times, yeah, it'll get pretty crazy, like crazy high. So like I said, this is unrealistic as hell, but it's always fun to be able to run tests like these. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. So this is the 29th super attack, and obviously at 3.1 million damage potential output. And at the very end of the video, I do have the all the figures compiled that I put in a spreadsheet. So you'll be able to see the breakdown of how much the power creeps over time with every super attack, and also like the net change and percent change, and when the critical is activated, and if the TEQ Gohan was in the rotation or not. So all that's available in the last part of the video. So 4.3 million with this guy after I think that was the 30th super attack. So yeah, I mean, after a while, obviously it's going to continue to increase. So the fact that a unit with extreme damage is able to put out that much, given this is a very unrealistic setting, but it's kind of nice to be able to see that. And for those wondering why I included the strength Gohan unit you see there, is because I needed a type disadvantage unit to perform the Dokkan mode super attack in order to avoid killing the agility Rose unit. So that's the only reason why he's in there. He's not necessarily a good link with anyone. I mean, although he does have the Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior link skills, which do provide some benefits, but it's not, he's only in there basically to perform the Dokkan mode attacks. So looks like 3.8 million roughly. That is the 35th super attack, and he's hitting for about 5 million. So even a normal attack, he's hitting for 4.5 million. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, and it's insane, and it's funny to watch. So this is obviously the ideal rotation, and getting quite a bit of boost from both sides of Gohan, 35% and 30%. So that's kind of why he's able to hit for a little bit higher, even though HP is at full status. He's still able to hit a lot. I mean, 6.9 million is pretty insane. Alright, so yeah, continuing on, this is the 38th super attack with the TEQ Gohan, and yeah, it's gonna continue to climb. I mean, it's just gonna continue to go up and up and up. So 9 million with the criticals, absolutely ridiculous figures. Yeah, it's just fun. It's just really fun running these types of tests. I enjoyed doing videos like this, just to see units that don't get that much limelight nowadays. It's not the strongest. It's nowhere near the strongest unit in the game. Like pretty much all the limelight's taken by nowadays, like LR Gogeta and LR Vegito, all those guys. But it's nice to be able to show love to these types of units too. And like I said, I enjoy doing videos like this. So hit for 11 million with the critical. So yeah, it's very insane, and that was super attack number 45. I guess my daughter's being loud in the background in case you hear it in the audio in the video. That's for those wondering what that sound was, that's what that is. Alright, another 11.9 million attack. So yeah, pretty insane. So obviously HP is below 70%, so definitely getting the passive skill active on that one. And let's see how much he attacks for. So a little bit less, 6.4 million without the critical, so not quite to the level of where it needs to be, but he did make it up with the second attack. I think this is actually super attack number 50. So yeah, I ended up running this test for quite some time. It definitely took a little bit of time to do this. So it does make a difference having the TEQ Gohan in the rotation. That 30% definitely does make a difference, and the HP being below 70% definitely does help also, because he does get a pretty big boost with the passive skill. So it is 70%. I do need to make a correction. It's 70% increase to attack and defense when HP is 80% or below. So correction on that one. And he hit for 13,363,000. That was super attack number 52. So yeah, it's quite ridiculous. I mean, you're looking at a starting base of $1 million, and then yeah, climbing up to 13 million. That is some ridiculous numbers. So let's check out the Dokkan mode. Unfortunately, the TEQ Gohan's not on the rotation, but we don't have the actually, never mind. This is to avoid the Rose unit being killed. So that's kind of why I brought him on the team, because Rose takes very little in damage with the Strength Gohan unit performing the Dokkan mode. So hit for 9 million on that one. So definitely continuing to improve over time. Obviously, it does matter if the critical is activated or not. You know, all those factor in. But regardless, I mean, it's still an insane amount. It's really ridiculous. I mean, 13 million. I mean, that's nuts. And then 12.5 million. Alright, so we're going to finish this up and perform the Dokkan mode attack with the Future Gohan unit. Unfortunately, TEQ Gohan's not in the rotation. I would have preferred to have him in there just to provide that 30% increase, because it does make quite a bit of a difference. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. We'll check it out and see how it is. So a little bit anticlimactic here with only 15.7 million in damage because of, you know, the criticals not activating and Gohan not in rotation. But this is pretty much the compilation of all the super attacks. Again, I did need to make a correction. Its HP is less than 70%. So that is pretty much the format for that. But hopefully you find this, you know, video interesting, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching.